last night, a big night for Michael Saunders. Check out what he did. He hits this ball a long way, 428 feet. I asked him, did you think he could hit a ball that far? He said, no, that's why I ran so hard. He almost got Brad and Bill. That is a gigantic big boy home run for Michael Saunders, and he got it against a left-hander. Let's take a look at the rest of the Mariner batting order, yada, yada, yada. There we go. Right. As we get you ready for Game 2 against the San Diego Padres, how about Michael Saunders last night? He hits a gigantor of a home run, 428 feet. I said, Mike, did you think you could ever hit a ball that far? He said, no. Why do you think I ran out of the box so hard? It was that kind of night for Mr. Saunders. Let's take a look at who will be accompanying him in the Mariner lineup tonight.
A couple of different changes in the lineup, but you have Ichiro and Ackley both leading off. It's good to see both them getting on base regularly now. And, of course, Kyle Seager is going to hit third. Kyle leading the club in RBIs. Has done a terrific job hitting third. He was fourth last night, back hitting third. Montero is going to catch and hit cleanup in tonight's lineup. Then there's Justin Smoke. Justin Smoke leading the club in home runs. Again, his average starting to come up also. It's good to see. And Michael Saunders has been red hot, leading the club in average and a lot of other categories, but he has been something to watch moving up in the lineup, hitting sixth. John Jaso, the DH, tonight, he will hit seventh. And Casper Wells just called back up right into the lineup. I like that idea. Get him out there and let him play. He will be in left field hitting eighth. And then Kawasaki giving Brendan Ryan the night off. He will be at shortstop tonight and hitting ninth.
So the Mariners, there's your setup against the Padres. Hector Noesi is going for a win. He has not won a ballgame in 38 days. Why not change things tonight against the Padres? It's the Padres and the Mariners, Game 2. First pitch straight ahead. 50 years ago, it became a Seattle and a USA landmark. The Space Needle here in the great city of Seattle. Just a little south of there, we're playing some baseball tonight. Game 2 of a 3-game set. The San Diego Padres in town, taking on the Mariners here at Safeco Field. Dave Sims and Mike Flowers with you and the Roots Sports crew. We are happy to be with you as we tee it up here against the Padres. The Mariners lost last night by the count of 5-4. Although they mounted a couple of rallies and came up short. Hector Noesi is on the mound tonight for the Mariners. He's had 2 no decisions his last two starts. And has not won a game since May 6th. They beat Minnesota 5-2, going 7 innings in that ball game. Here's a look at the San Diego batting order.
Well, Venable leading things off. Starting the game off with a bunt base hit last night. You want to keep him and Cabrera off the bases. The Padres will run quite a bit. Then you have Quinton. He's been the hot hitter hitting cleanup. Want to stay from him. The veteran Mark Kotsay hitting 5th. And then Hundley, the catcher, is going to hit 8th. But you want to keep these guys off the bases. They aren't hitting well, but they certainly will work some walks, and they will run.
0-1 to Venable. Next pitch sliced off. 57 degrees, cloudy skies. Roof is pulled back. Wind out of the northeast at 4. Up and in to Venable. Venable last night 1 for 4 with that bunt that Mike talked about. Reached on a walk in the 9th inning. Mariners had their opportunities. They left 6 men on in the middle 3 innings, including the bases loaded in the 6th.
I thought the 0-2 pitch right there was interesting. Hector has been hurt by the 0-2 pitch this year, leading pitch in the middle of the plate. Decided to throw that one up and in, move the hitter off the dish. A good idea for him. It's something that they've been working on with Carl Willis, so he doesn't get hurt. In those situations when you're 0-2-1-2, you have some room to try to get him to chase a bad ball. And Hector, unfortunately, has left some pitches on the plate, but looks like he's going to be conscious about that tonight.
Change up. Swing and a miss by Venable, 1 down.
And when you work ahead in the count, you can certainly set yourself up for the great changeup from Noesi. That's one of his best pitches, is changeup. And to get to it, you have to be ahead of the hitter, and that was quality changeup down and away from Venable.
41 strikeouts with that one, rung up by Noesi. Against 25 walks. Here's Cabrera, shortstop. Up high. Cabrera's .278 batting average, best on the ball club among the regulars. Home plate umpire Gary Darling, Paul Emmel at first, Scott Barry at second, and Jerry Meals at third. Cabrera last night batted in the 9-hole, went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. He also had 3 stolen bases. Stole second, twice, and third. Here's strike 2 and 2. Noesi has had a couple outings. May 22nd in Texas. And the following start, the 27th against the Angels, he pitched well enough in those games to win. He had to win 8 innings. And just had, if you will, I think both those games, in the string of games, had that one hiccup inning that really hurt him. 2-2.
That was a great pitch. Take a look at the tracer, 95-mile-an-hour fastball. That's a great fastball for Noesi, but clearly that was a strike. Home plate umpire Gary Darling missed it.
San Diego coming in with a record of 21-41, last place in the National League West, 18.5 behind first place LA. Bud Black, the skipper, says, hey, we got to score with runners in scoring position. They're not doing it. As Cabrera swings and misses 2 down.
Maybe he'd go back at him with a fastball, but he throws the off-speed pitch, only 88 miles an hour. Another good changeup down in the zone as Cabrera chases it. Take a look at the defense for the Mariners. Casper Wells in left field, just called up from AAA. Saunders out in center, Ichiro in right. And on the infield will be Seager at third. Kawasaki, the shortstop tonight. Ackley and Smoke on the right side of the infield. And Montero will do the catching.
Chase Headley third baseman. Fouls one off. Headley 1 for 4 last night and an RBI. Dribbled foul. Noesi, first 2 outs via the strikeout. Let's see if he can get Headley here. He's got him 1 and 2. They have a good road trip. 7 out of 16. Couple RBIs. Here's the 1-2. Inside off the plate. He's swinging a good bat. 9-game hitting streak. 2-2 pitch. It's a whole base hit. First hit of the ball game.
Noesi going back to the changeup. Take a look at this last pitch. Headley hits it off the end of the bat, but finds a hole on the right side of the infield, so he was fooled on it. Sounded like it actually broke his bat. He ends up with a hit in the right field.
Going to bring up Carlos Quentin. Clean up batter.
Off to a great start with the Padres. 37 at bats on the year, but he has 5 home runs and 10 RBIs.
He has been a power guy. His previous stops in Arizona and the White Sox. This time Noesi is facing these San Diego Padres. Victor has 2 wins on the season, his second start. Here at home, he beat Oakland 4-0, going 8 innings. Next win was May 6th, 5-2 against Minnesota, going 7 innings. Now, his last couple of starts at the Angels and at the White Sox didn't last long. Went 4 against the Angels and 4 1/3 against Chicago. He got touched up pretty badly. 6 runs in both games, 6 earned runs. Back up this way. Hello.
Well, you look at that game against the Angels, and it was 5 walks that really hurt him in the game. He definitely needs to stay away from that. Again, the Padres having their struggles offensively, so you don't want to help them out. I think the other thing, too, the Mariners being down on the field today, a lot of the guys almost surprised at the defense last night, something that they've really prided themselves on. They've been terrific defensively, but last night it eluded them, especially early in the game, so they want to tighten that up also.
1-1 to Quentin. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, at the bottom end of the zone. Getting that pitch. 2-1. Padres will run. They've got 53 stolen bases. Stolen bases, second only to the Dodgers. 2-1 pitch here. Runner goes. Got a good jump. Throw by Noesi into the runner into center field. He'll hold there. Chase Headley with his 8th stolen base.
Well, it looked like Noesi gave Montero some time. Take a look at the jump. I would call that an average jump. Montero, I think, had time, comes out of the chute quickly, but unfortunately the ball tails back into the runner. Ackley diving for it, can't get to it.
Meanwhile, back with Quentin, a dangerous hitter, a 2-2 count. He's alive.
There you go. San Diego with 54 stolen bases, second in the National League.
Just like when they said the Dodgers, it's Miami. Dodgers are 5th. There was 1 off. Fingers too big. 2-2. There we go. Second, third, sitting at first, says he did. Quentin disagrees with the Gary Darling call. No runs, one hit, a man left. Mariners coming to bat. About to swing the bats against Jason Marquis. Let's take a look at that batting order.
And for the Mariners tonight, take a look at Kyle Seager hitting third. He was hitting cleanup last night. Eric Wedge, the manager, switching Hingham Montero back around. Michael Saunders with 3 hits, including a home run. He has been hot, leading the club and hitting now at .281. Then you have Jaso Wells and Kawasaki rounding out the 9 for the Mariners, all of them getting an opportunity to play tonight. Jason Marquis lost to the Giants in his last start, but pitched well, 6 innings, gave up only 2 earned runs. Really struggled with Minnesota, but pitched well in his first outing with the Padres. He also faced the Mariners earlier this year, going 6 innings. Walked 6 batters. The Mariners only picking up 2 runs off of him, so hopefully if he's wild tonight, they can take advantage of that.
Ichiro going to lead it off against Jason Marquis. Marquis has been around, 33 years old, his 8th team in 13 seasons, 2 teams here in 2012. He was with the Minnesota Twins. Earlier in the year, the Mariners got him back on May 5th. Ichiro pounds one to the ground. Alonso will throw him out. Mariners beat Marquis 7-0 on that day back on May 5th.
Take a look at the defense for the Padres in this evening's game. Cameron Maven, the center fielder, can really go get it. Venable out and right. He covers a lot of ground as well. You have the veteran Katze in left. And then on the infield, Headley at third. Cabrera, the shortstop, a fine young shortstop for the Padres. Alonso coming over in a trade over the course of the winter. He will be the first baseman, and Nick Hundley will do the catching.
Last time the Mariners faced Marquis, they beat him, and it ended a 7-game losing streak. Tonight they're trying to end a 3-game streak.
Well, for Marquis, he's not overpowering. His fastball will be 88 to 90 miles an hour. He likes to mix it up, try to sink the ball, get the guys to hit it on the ground if he can.
Just like that, Headley throws over to Alonso. Route number 2. 5 pitches, 2 outs. Going to bring up Kyle Seager. Seager, the RBI leader with the Mariners with 39.
I think this is a good matchup for Kyle. He likes the fastball out over the plate, so if he can get Marquis to bring it up a little bit, elevate the fastball, you'd think this is a good matchup for Kyle.
Seager last night 0 for 4. Drove in the Mariners' first run with an infield out. 10-run cushion on Smoke. Saunders has joined the fray with 22.
I think with the way he's swinging the bat and moving up in the lineup, I think you're going to see Saunders' RBI total. He's going to start driving in a lot more runs than he was able to earlier when he was hitting 8th, a couple times 2nd in the lineup.
I like the fact that Sando get his batting average against lefties up to 300. That home run last night as Seager works to walk, and he's hit 4 of his 7 homers against lefties.
One of the biggest reasons you see the improvement in his overall numbers is the job that he's done against left-handers. Again, I think the biggest thing is he's able to, even off the side armor last night when he hit the home run, keep that front side in there and just be aggressive out over the plate. And I think that's a big reason why he's had a lot of success against the lefties.
Casper Wells just called back up in the lineup this evening. Strike 1 to Montero. Marquis has been around the Braves, the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Rockies, the Nationals, the D-backs, and the Twins. I think we saw him last year. Did he pitch again? No, I remember talking to him last year in Washington.
Yes.
I think he did pitch against the Braves. He's working from the third base side of the rubber, way inside to Montero. Comfortable night, wind not a factor. A lot of clouds, but temperature at 57 degrees. Very comfortable. Back safely is Seager. He's 5 out of 6 in base stealing. Montero here in the homestand, just 3 for 16, a double, and struck out 5 times. Just dig by Hundley. Ball 2, 2-1. Mariners starting today, last place in the American League West. 9.5 back of Texas. Half game behind Oakland. Franklin Gutierrez finally back with the ball club. He'll in starting lineup tomorrow evening. 2-1 pitch. Seager runs. Throw by Headley. Got him. Tailed right back into him. Tag applied by Amarista, the second baseman. Mariners are done in the first. No score as we take a look at Seager. And that was a good throw. Right on the money. So tailed right back to the second baseman, Amarista. As we turn to the second inning here at Safeco Field, cloudy night here in Seattle. Hey, tomorrow night, Mariners are celebrating last Friday's unique and historic no-hitter against the Dodgers. Special offer coming your way. 6 Mariner pitchers combined to throw the no-hitter, so tickets in several view-level seating sections will be available for only $6. Plus, all fans in attendance will receive a commemorative poster of the memorable night. So pick up your $6 no-hitter ticket to tomorrow's game. Go to mariners.com/6. That's a good-looking poster. What an accomplishment that was last Friday. Top of the second, Mark Kotsay, Yandra Alonso, and Cameron Maben, 5, 6, and 7. For the San Diego Padres, Kotsay, one of girl teammates, swings and misses.
I think it's great to see Hector coming out and being really aggressive with his fastball. Trying to throw strikes with it, work ahead of the Padres. And typically, if he starts pitches down the middle of the plate, they'll move to the corners. It's when he's trying to throw it off the corners is when he gets into trouble. But already have Kotsay an 0-2 count.
I'd say another guy who's been through the wars in the big league. This one popped to left field. Casper Wells will get his first play in his second installment here with the Mariners this season. We'll bring up Yandra Alonso. He's the first baseman. 1 for 4 last night.
Looking forward to seeing Franklin Gutierrez back out in center field.
He looks great. He said, hey, he swung the bat well. Seeing the ball out front. He said he hits the line drives the last few games. Running well, throwing well. It just matter now, getting the at-bats. Getting back into that group.
I think the exciting thing about it is what a great job Saunders has done in center field while Franklin obviously hasn't been here for the first 2 months of the year. All of a sudden you move Saunders over to left and you have Franklin in center. You're talking about covering a lot of ground.
Good arms too.
Yeah.
Franklin, see him have a good run of good luck. As Kawasaki puts that away. 2 outs. Wrap up this series tomorrow night. Edson Volquez came over from Cincinnati, takes on Erasmo Ramirez, called up today. And we anticipate Kevin Millwood will be able to make a Saturday start. Ramirez, he was smiling broadly, as you might expect him coming back with the ball club, and thrilled that he said, listen, I learned how to keep that ball down as much as possible. If you're going to miss low. And he was able to get deep into his outings down in Tacoma.
If you're pitching down typically, and for him, he has good stuff, and he's able to pitch down. He's going to get some ground ball outs quickly, get the guys swinging, and the easier outs as opposed to trying to strike everybody out with the high fastball. And he has a good one. This fastball will be around 95 miles an hour.
A couple starts ago, he had a no-no for 7 2/3. Cameron Maben, the center fielder, a 1-1 count. Last night, 1 for 4, got an RBI single in the 6th. Bottom third of the San Diego order did damage in the 6th inning. Maben, Hunley, RBI singles, and an RBI triple by Cabrera. Of
course, the other part of that is a couple of injuries, but Blake Bevan and Alex Liddy both going back to Tacoma. Wish them the best. Hopefully they can work on a few things to get back here quickly. Great pitch.
Strike 3 called on Maben. 4 strikeouts through the first 2 innings by Hector Noesi. No score. Coming up for the Mariners, Montero will lead it off, followed by Smokey Saunders. Bottom of the second here at Safeco Field. Jesus Montero was at the dish when Seager was thrown out trying to steal. That ended the first inning, so here's another look at Jason Marquis for Montero. Seager was thrown out on a 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle. It's a broken bat base hit to start the Mariners' second.
Always helps to see a few pitches and get a chance to go to the dugout, think about it for the time, and come on back, and he gets the first pitch away from it. Looks like a cutter, maybe a slider, as the bat splits in half. Anytime you hit it off the end of the bat, there you go, that cut. That's a great shot from our McDonald Supermo. You can see just split it right down the middle. Montero trade that in for a base hit.
So Montero with that base hit is fourth on the homestand. Here's Justin Smoke. I felt for this young man last night. Second inning, 1 out. He absolutely murdered a ball to deep right center field. It was caught. Fourth inning, did the same to left center field. It was caught. The ball he hit the left field, he said, hey man, that's all I got. I mean, he hit it a long way. Yeah. And it jumped off the bat. It looked good. It sounded good. We got caught in the track. And he thought the second one, he thought he had a good chance of the first one, but he thought for sure the second ball that he hit out the left center field was going to go.
And at this point, the thing you have to hope for is that the weather warms up and the balls start to carry a little bit better.
Hardy Mariner fans here, June 13th. They dressed appropriately. 1-1 pitch. Way inside. He's been seeing a lot of that this last, 3 weeks?
When you start swinging the bat better and you have some pop, Justin leading the club in home runs with 10. They'll move you around. That's just part of it.
Marquis had a harrowing experience in spring training. He was down with the twins and his young daughter. Reese fell off her bike and fell onto her handlebars, lacerated her liver, and she was touch and go there for a long time before recovering. 9 days she was sedated, suffered a collapse of lung. Very happy ending. She is fully recovered, and Smoke works a walk. Second walk issued by Marquis. Mariners with 2 aboard. Check out the Mariner calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. And this homestand continues with the San Francisco Giants coming in after wrap up with the Padres tomorrow. And then a short trip. How about that, Mike? A short road trip, and it's fairly local to Arizona for 3. Enjoy an off day in San Diego. Play the Padres 3 down there and then come home. Another good-looking homestand. The A's and the Red Sox coming to town, and followed by the Baltimore Orioles. And then the next road trip will get us into the All-Star break. You get 3 in Oakland. Just a 3-day trip to the Bay Area, which will be cold. And then 4 days off for the All-Star break.
Be nice for the guys just for over a period of time to stay in the same time zone for a while.
Here. Well, here's Saunders, hit that home run, almost hit it up in the Brad and Bill territory in the pin, center field. Line drive left field. And coming in, Katse, and they got Montero. They've doubled him up. Double play, quick 2 outs.
Not sure where Jesus was going. The play is right in front of him out to left field. Looks like it's an easy catch for Katse as he gets rid of it quickly into second. And Montero, obviously he thought the ball was going to fall in, but it looked like it was an easy play for Katse and just gets too far off. At that point, he knows he's in trouble.
Lead runner erased. Smoke still at first. John Jaso, the hitter. Gets away. Smoke will get to second. So a wild pitch. Mariners have another runner at second base. Marquis, his first wild pitch that's joining San Diego and his second of the season. Jason, career 1 for 2 against Marquis. 1.
For the left-handed hitters, they're really going to have to work hard to stay on the fastball. Tremendous movement from Marquis, running the ball away from the lefties.
As I remember from that early May encounter, he does not give in. Fastball counts. Good luck.
Veteran that knows he doesn't have anything overpowering at this point in his career, and he has first base open. You're right. Right-handed hitter waiting on deck.
2-1 to Jaso. To right field. Venable right there to make the catch. Mariners threaten, do not score. Third inning coming up in this scoreless ball game. No score, Padres and Mariners. Middle game, 3-game set here in Seattle. Time now for the AT&T Trivia question. King Griffey Jr. He hit 198 home runs in a Kingdom, the most all-time. He ranks second for the most career Kingdom bombs. You get Buhner, Alvin Davis, Alex Rodriguez, Edgar Martinez. Ooh, it hit him. First pitch. Nick Hundley is aboard. Let's see. I'm going to go. I'll go with Mr. Rodriguez. You have a 2-game lead, I'm told. Pressure's on, I'm told.
Kingdom home runs. I will go with Edgar.
There you go. Let's see what the fans think. Let's see Amarista, second baseman. Amarista playing in just his 20th game, hitting a .156. Fly ball left field, Wells into the corner. And backhands makes the catch. Well done.
That is not an easy play. A fine catch by Casper Wells. Again, just recalled from Tacoma. Eric Wedge puts him in the lineup right away. You see the concentration on his face as he goes. He knows the wall is coming up in a hurry down the left field line, and that ball slicing away from him. See him putting on the brakes just before he hits the wall, still able to make the catch.
Good jump. He's got some good speed. Wells back up here from Tacoma. Alex Liddy option to Tacoma. Eric Wedge said we'd like to see him get a lot of games in left field in addition to his rotations at first and third.
I think the big thing is with Liddy, give him an opportunity to play every day again, start getting some at bats as opposed to sitting on the bench up here. I know for Alex, you'd always rather be in the big leagues, but I think for him, he had an opportunity to play, and as you mentioned, going to move around and play a bunch of different positions, but just be in the lineup every day, you would think would help him.
Since he hit the grand slam, he has not had very many fastballs to hit. Here's a ground ball. Ackley will get the tag. They get the runner there and throw to first to get the double play. Nice job by Dustin Ackley. Mariners on the board with a double play. So are the Padres. Home third coming up. Wells will swing the bat for the first time in his second stanza here in 2012. Nice double play turn to end the inning. Here's a look at it. Bouncing ball to Ackley. Hit the runner right. He had him right there in the front porch. And throws over to Smoke. Good play. And the Mariners and Noesi are out of that half inning. Here's Casper Wells. Going to lead it off. It's a strike from Jason Marquis. 224, 16 games in AAA. 25 games here with the Mariners before being sent down. Big moment back at Yankee Stadium, trying to move a runner over. Got a pitch away and hit it off the foul pole, or fair pole if you will. Right field at Yankee Stadium for a home run. That was a terrific moment.
Lined it off the pole. Just good to see him trying to do the right thing, help his club. Ends up getting paid for it by the home run off of the foul pole.
I can't remember seeing and not even or even hearing about a situation like that. Guy just trying to serve it in the right field, right?
Yeah. He lined it off the pole too. He was out in a hurry.
Yeah, he did a good job. He's got a 2-2 count. Wells, Kawasaki, and Ichiro here in the third against Jason Marquis. In between, that's been a problem his first time up. One out. San Francisco Giants, they are loaded with pitching. Ryan Vogelsong against Jason Vargas. Tim Lincecum, first appearance this season. I believe first time ever here at Safeco Field. Kevin Millwood and Madison Bumgarner. Felix Hernandez. Bumgarner in his last start hit a home run a couple of days ago. He'll be swinging the bat here in American League ballpark. It's Kawasaki.
I think he had 12 strikeouts in that game too, with hitting a home run.
Kawasaki worked a 3-2 count in the ninth with 1 out. Delivered a big RBI. Shows bunt. In last night's ball game, had the base hit. Got Munenori right at the Mendoza line at 200, starting this at bat. Well, stroked in right field. Another base hit for Monet. Nicely done on a 2-0 count.
Gets to a hitter's count, gets himself a fastball. Pitch running away from him, but in that middle away, hit it hard into right field.
Two-hit night for Ichiro last evening. First time up here this evening. Grounded out to second. Strike one.
He had been one of the few Mariners that had struggled on the road trip. His average starting to go back up, heading the right direction again.
Watched Kawasaki a couple of days ago practice his dives back into first base from that distance. Oh, 1 pitch.
I can see why he'd have to with the lead that he gets. I think he gets the biggest lead of anybody we've seen. He is not afraid to get out there.
One count to Ichiro. 1 out, 1 on. Folded. 1-2. Ichiro 3 for 14 against Marquis.
Marquis takes a lot off of this pitch, just 81 miles an hour as Ichiro out in front of it.
Two count. Strike 3 called. That's strikeout number 2 for Marquis. Ichiro's gone. 2 outs here in the third.
Ichiro didn't like the call, but it looked like Marquis going with a 2-seam fastball, started it in off the plate and was able to run it back on the inside corner.
He wants to go through the signs again. 2 outs. Kawasaki at first. Wedges club at 27 and 36. Trying to end a 3-game losing streak. He's throwing the kitchen sink out there, isn't he?
And he will continue to do that. Probably as the game moves on, he'll end up throwing more and more off-speed pitches. But yes, Dave, and that's what he does. He's a veteran guy, and he's not going to give in to hitters. Thought Ackley had a really good first at bat. Unfortunate that he hit it right at the third baseman. But I think you basically just have to take what Marquis is going to give you, and typically that is to hit the ball the other way. Dustin hitting it hard at the third baseman.
2-0 count. Runner goes. Great jump. Throw by Headley. Not in time. Stolen base, Kawasaki. And that is his first. Been 0 for 2. Gets his first stolen base. In scoring position. A 2-1 count for Ackley.
Take a look at the throw by Huntley coming out of the chute. Really short-armed it, trying to get rid of it quickly. Looks like Eric Wedge is going to be aggressive on the bases tonight. Seager was thrown out earlier trying to steal second, but now Kawasaki able to get into scoring position with 2 outs.
It's taken down low. 3-1. Wind just kicked up here at Safeco. Coming in for center field. A 3-1 count. Fly ball center field for Cameron Maben. Runners are gone in the third. They leave a man. 4th inning coming up. No score. Welcome back, everybody. Hector Noesi has struck out 4 in his first 3 innings. Had a double play, been a big help for him. He's going to face 2, 3, and 4 in the order for San Diego here at Safeco Field.
I like what he's been doing the first time through the lineup, and that is being aggressive with his fastball, making the Padres swing the bats. So far facing just 1 over the minimum. Working ahead of hitters. Throwing a couple of pitches inside to move the Padres off the plate, something that we haven't seen him do a lot of, but I think will certainly serve him well. If he can do that, really sets things up for his changeup against the left-handed hitters.
Bunt laid down. Montero. Quick, good throw. Smoke gets out of the way. Cabrera tried to bunt his way on. It's thrown out. 2-3.
Take a look at Montero coming out of the chute. It helps him. It actually hits the plate, bounces high in the air, makes it a much easier play, fires it down to first. And you can see Montero has time, makes an accurate throw to first base. Hitting the plate certainly helped him.
Good grip on that one. One of the many things I like about the super slow-mo, you can watch guys get their grip and spin the ball in their hands. Chase Headley, the hitter. Right. Man, look how far that went. That went off of Noesi's helmet. About 20 rows up.
Looks like Montero has a new one.
Yeah, he remember he had the cage and he went to the hockey. He went to the hockey mask recently.
You're right, though. I think that thing went up about 10 rows, didn't it?
It was more than that. It came up right under the president's box. 1 and 2. He's still laughing. Like your manufacturer's rep.
There you go.
Right to smoke, 2 outs. Let's get more on the Montero helmet. Here's Angie Minter.
Guys, actually, he made this switch about 3 weeks ago, and for the exact same reason that you just saw, because balls were actually going off of his mask. There he is against the Colorado Rockies, and you see him in the old-style mask, the kind that you would take off and flip to the side. But now he has switched to this hockey mask because he was taking all these foul balls off the face. And I talked to him about it before the game, and he says, hey, all these kids out there, if you can catch a slider, if you can catch a curveball and everything else with this mask on, you should have no problem catching pop flies or taking balls from the outfield, and you should keep your mask on because it protects you. You got a guy barreling down on you, keep the mask on and protect yourself. And he likes it. He's going with it.
I can attest to that. I got forearmed in the face one time taking my mask off. Of course, then I wanted to kill my pitcher the next inning when he didn't drill the guy.
Did you take your mask off anymore after that?
Nope.
Lesson learned.
Yes, sir. That was like 10th grade in high school.
Well, I'm all for anything these guys can do. With seeing some guys getting concussions this year already, and
crazy.
If that'll help, I'm all for it.
Pitching carefully to Carlos Quentin, 3-1.
47 pitches for Hector, 31 strikes.
2 outs, nobody on. 3-1 pitch. Walked it. First walk issued by Noesi, and struck out 4. Wind starting to swirl again. American flag at center field. Like it's come alive. Mark Kotze digs in.
Blowing straight in, too.
First pitch at 7:10. Winds northeast at 4, but it seemed like it was less than that. Kotze fouls one back. Fly to left his first time up. Padres' offensive profile, next to last in batting average, next to last in runs and hits, second in doubles, last in homers, 10th in ERA, and second in Miami in steals. Talking to Bud Black, he says we have got to improve runners in scoring position. He said look up the number, and I did. It's $1.95 runners in scoring position. It's tough.
They're 4th in walks, so you can get some guys on base. It's just a matter of whether you can push them across home plate. Padres at $1.95, clearly struggling in that category.
Mariners conversely are 239. There's Bud in his 6th year as skipper of the Padres.
Well, and the real downside to that is they don't have anybody to hit home runs other than Quentin now in their lineup.
They get that huge ballpark. The Padres, there's the stolen bases. One of the things they excel at. Talking to Will Venable, I keep wanting to call him Max. Max is daddy, like 12 years in the bigs, but Will said that Bud Black, in spite of all the things that have gone wrong this season, he said super positive guy, good clubhouse, no rancor at all. And they go out and they just try to grind it out, but he says he runs a great ship. Kotze 3-2, 2 outs. Carlos Quentin at first. Quentin takes off. That's ball 4. So back-to-back walks by Noesi. 2 outs, 2 on. AT&T trivia question to fans. They went with Edgar Martinez, who ranks second behind Ken Griffey Jr. Most Kingdom home run. Survey says Buhner. You traded Jay Buhner. I went with, and at the bottom, Dan Wilson. You got Mike Blowers 14, Dave Valley, and Dan Wilson. Yonder Alonso, 0-1. San Diego last night, 4 for 12. Runners in scoring position. The Mariners were 2 for 10.
Well, there you go. Hector out in front of him, 0-2. And then we've talked about with Noesi, at times he's made some mistakes when he's been ahead of the hitter, and this is a critical point in the game. Both pitchers throwing the ball well. Chance to expand the zone here, pitch off the plate with a couple of pitches, see if he can get him to chase something.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Backed him off. Alonso hit a soft line drive to the shortstop Kawasaki in his first time up. Two pitch. Kawasaki, boy, that's a real squibbler there. Thing had a lot of English on it. Throws him out, and that'll do it. For San Diego, home fourth coming up.
Safeco Field, the Mariners coming to bat. We're still waiting for somebody to score. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Meantime, Colorado really been struggling lately. Got a 6-game losing streak, trying to shake it off against the Oakland A's. And they get right after it early in the game. Bottom of the first, A's on top 1-0. Colorado loads the bases, and Todd Helton clears them. Hammering a ball deep to right field. Grand slam. That's Helton's 7th home run of the season. Our Sterling Bank score is 8-7 right now in the top of the 8th. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Here's Kyle Seager to lead it off in the bottom of the 4th. Seager, Montero, and Smoke against Jason Marquis. First pitch strike by Marquis, who struck out 2 and walked 2. Benefited from a double play in the 2nd inning. Up on the scoreboard, something you rarely see. Texas, they won a game. That's not out of kilter, but the fact that they won it 1-0 at home against Arizona. I don't imagine they'll have more than a half dozen 1-0 games all year if they have that one. 1-1 to Seager. who walked in when he was caught stealing first time up. That's how play.
I see a score like that, and I have to wonder if Ron Washington is resting all of his guys again. He will do that from time to time, take them all out of the lineup.
He's always preaching, hey, man, we're going to take what the game gives us. Go out there and slug all you want, but you can't win every game 15-5. 1-2 pitch. Good movement on that pitch by Marquis. Here's a look at the CenturyLink high-speed pitch. Marquis at 91, no SEA at 95. One and two to Seager. Dropped by the catcher, Hundley. Still alive.
You see all those pitches away in the last one, that 91-mile-an-hour fastball in the inside corner. Tried to sneak one by Kyle. He was able to just get a piece of it and stay alive.
3 hits in the ball game. 1 for San Diego, 2 for the Mariners. That's it. 1-2. Shortstop Cabrera fires over to get Seager. Kid's got a strong arm. 1 out. In celebration of the Mariners no-hitter last Friday against the Dodgers, Mariners team store rolling out a commemorative T-shirt that you're going to want to get your hands on. The shirt's going to showcase the outstanding stats of all 6 Mariner pitchers involved in the 3rd no-hitter in Mariners history. It's available in both adult and youth sizes, so pick them up. Your collectible T-shirt right now in any Mariners team store. Here's Montero. Broken bat base hit. Led off to second, then he was doubled up on a line drive to the left fielder Katzen. He strayed way too far off of second base.
Speaking of the no-hitter, now Kevin Millwood scheduled to pitch on Saturday.
Line drive base hit. Left field. That's it. Very deep.
It looked like he was a step, maybe 2 in front of the warning track. You look at our McDonald's Supermo. Solid line drive off the bat of Montero. So he's 2 for 2.
Smoke walked in a 3-1 pitch his last time up. Strike 1 to Smoke. Brendan Ryan on the right, talking to Chris Chambliss, the batting coach, and then getting the night off. He went 0 for 2 last night. It's been a struggle for him, for Ryan, hitting 157. Rick Wedge continues to applaud the defense from Ryan. He said sometimes Ryan gets his own worst enemy when it comes to hitting. Take a little more relaxed mental approach. Hit a long ways foul. On 2 strikes to Smoke. 2-2. Finish up tomorrow with San Diego. The Giants come to town, go to Arizona, San Diego for a week, and then back home. Good looking homestand. 3 with Oakland, 4 with the Boston Red Sox, their first of 2 trips. And then how about the Baltimore Orioles coming to town? They've played some good ball this first half of the season. 2-2 count to Smoke. Full count.
Michael Saunders waiting on deck. Marquis throwing a couple of change-ups to Justin. He's missed badly with them.
See what gives here. Montero, as you know, is not a fast runner. Minimal lead at first.
Padres outfield playing straight away. I would guess that they'll probably throw something away from Justin here.
Swing and a miss. Boy, you talking about pulling the string. That is strikeout number 3 for Marquis. There's 2 down here in the 4th.
Just 78 miles an hour as he bounces this pitch up to home plate. Justin with a walk his first time up, thinking he's going to get a fastball on a 3-2 count, and ends up being this changeup down. Swings over the top of it.
If Saunders can pick him up flat out to left his first time, part of that double play. Got Montero. Inside, ball 1. One of the hotter hitters in baseball. Saunders .451 over the last 12 games. He's ahead in the count 2-0.
You can see what he's done in June.
Like Trout, also been sensational. Trevor Plouffe coming alive. Piazza with the White Sox. 2-0 count.
We're talking about Marquis still not giving in, even though he was behind 2-0 with a couple of outs and a runner on first. He comes back and throws a changeup at 83 miles an hour.
Check the swing. They checked down at third. Jerry Mills said he didn't go. Crank it up. 3-1. And he's aboard with a walk. Michael Saunders draws a 2-out walk. Riders at first and second now for the Mariners. Walk number 3.
Jaso hit a fly ball to right his first time up. It looked like he cut off the end of the bat a little bit.
Strike 1.
Marquis having to work in this inning. 20 pitches now in the inning. 62 overall.
Back with a strike, 0-2.
John has a huge gap out in right center field. He did a line drive out that way and watch Saunders run.
Two outs, 2 on, an 0-2 pitch to Jason. Outside. Nibble, nibble, nibble.
You're not surprised by that, are you?
Kibbles and bits, baby. Kibbles and bits. Right field, Venable coming on. That'll do it. 2 more stranded by the Mariners. 4 on the night. 5th inning coming up in a scoreless game.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by CenturyLink, a different kind of communications company. CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Banner Bank, better ideas, better banking. By your Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, inviting you to a spectacular evening live with Anita Baker, June 22nd. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Guys?
Angie, thank you very much. Hector Noesi. First pitch to Cameron Maben. Ball 1. Maben, Hundley, and Amarista. 7, 8, 9 in the order. So you got San Diego next to last in batting in the National League. The Mariners next to last in the American League. And you got 2 pitchers, Noesi and Marquis, through 4. Have been in command here.
Hector's only given up 1 base hit. He needs to stay aggressive with his fastball. It's worked so far. You don't want to see him start to pitch around the edges again because his club hasn't scored a run for him yet. Try to be careful. Being aggressive has worked. He needs to kind of stay in that frame of mind and get after the Padres.
2-1. Pulled it.
He's a good slider off the plate.
Maben took a called 3rd strike to end the 2nd inning. Off the plate. Didn't go. Paul Emmel down at first.
I think Hector thought it was a strike. He was walking up the mound because he thought maybe he was going to get the call.
3-2 pitch. Swing on and missed. Strikeout for Nuestra. It's number 5. 1 down here in the 5th.
There's great movement on his fastball. This last fastball at 92. He's topped out at 95. But take a look at the movement. Good 2-seam fastball as Maben swings over the top of it. And that goes back to what we were talking about as you take a look at the grip in our McDonald's Supermo. It's for him. He just needs to think about throw the pitch down the middle and let the movement take care of the rest of it. It looks like he has the kind of movement on his fastball where it's going to move to the corner of the plate.
Catcher Nick Hundley fouls off the first pitch. Nick was hit by a pitch leading off the 3rd and later erased in a double play. So Wesley in good shape, 0-2. Piece of work on that pitch. Wesley looking for his first victory since May 6th. Hit well left field. Going back Wells on the track. Got a beat on it. Makes the catch. Good coverage out there. 2 down. Fans, be sure to check out the all-new Root Sports Game Connect, an interactive second screen experience bringing fans closer to the game with live stats, trends, and analysis. Root Sports Game Connect. Connect now at rootsports.com. 2 outs, and to bring up Alexei Amarista, second baseman. Wells made a nice catch in the left field corner his first time up. Strike 1. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks for Nowesi. Giving up just 1 hit. 2 out single to right by Chase Headley. Brings in the first.
Again, ahead of another hit or another 0-2 count. This game overall, he has been in command of his pitches. Last inning, he walked a couple of batters that lost it for a little bit. Ended up getting a ground ball to get out of the inning. 12 first pitch strikes out of the 18 batters he has faced.
Way upstairs. Nobody on. 1-2 pitch. Line drive center field for a base hit. Marista's on. Top of the order. Will Venable will stand in. Hottest June on record. Rolls on here at Safeco Field. This weekend showdown with the boys from the Bay. San Francisco Giants. Tim Lincecum, 2010 World Series champions, are going to be here on Friday. Take on Felix Ichiro and the Mariners. 3-game thriller of a series, so get your tickets. See the Giants. Mariners.com is where you want to go. There's a look at a pitching matchup. Tim Lincecum will make his first appearance on the mound here at Safeco Field on Saturday against Kevin Millwood. 3 good pitching matchups. Giants, good ball club. 4.5 back of the Dodgers entering today in the National League West. Venable tonight has struck out. And bounced into a double play.
Well, we already showed it to you. The Padres second in the National League in stolen bases. Nowesi will have to work hard to keep Amarista with 2 outs. I'm sure he'll try to steal a base. Work hard to try to keep him close. Change up his timing to home so that Montero will have a chance to throw him out.
Pretty good lead first.
Chase Headley stole a base in the first inning.
Back with the dive. He's in there safely.
Quick throw. Good pick from Smoke as he applies the tag. Back in good shape.
Oh, outside. Whole bunch of zeros on the scoreboard tonight. Top of the 5th. 2 outs and a man on for the Padres. Runner goes. Good jump. Swing and a miss. Throw by Montero. Yeah, got him. He's out 2-6. That'll do it for the Padres. 5th is Montero with an accurate shot down to second base. Kawasaki puts the tag on. Padres are gone here in the 5th inning at Safeco Field. Mariners looking to get something going offensively. Neither team lighting up the scoreboard right now. Wells, Kawasaki, and Ichiro. Bottom of the fifth here against Jason Marquis, who has struck out 3 and walked 3, giving up 3 hits. Wells a strikeout victim. Leading off the third. Finds a hole, base hit. Let's check in with Angie Minton.
All right, guys. Well, the Mariners lost Stephen Pryor last night to an injury. He hits the DL. We leave the diamond, go to the pitch. And for the Sounders FC, it's the same story. They lose David Estrada, their leading scorer. He broke his left foot during his scrimmage in Tuesday's practice. The team confirmed it today. 24-year-old forward midfielder is going to undergo surgery on Thursday. He's expected to be out for 8 to 12 weeks. Ouch. Let's hope Stephen Pryor not gone that long. Guys?
You bet. That's some disappointing news. Kawasaki doesn't get the bunt down. Ball 1.
He looked like he was thinking about bunting for a base hit, and he didn't square around early like he would on a sacrifice. The Mariners have had a base runner, at least one base runner in every inning. They just haven't been able to get multiple hits in an inning yet.
Pretty good speed in Wells at first base. 1-0 count to Kawasaki. He runs. Ball's hit right to the second baseman. They get the front end and they get the back end.
That's a bad break. Had the hit and run on. Kawasaki able to do his job and hit the ball on the ground. Unfortunate that it was right at the second baseman with Casper Wells on the move. If he hits it, if the second baseman has to go to his left at all, he doesn't go and get the lead runner. But unfortunately, it's right at him. So Eric Wedge trying to put the game in motion and make something happen.
It's interesting watching both managers. They're seeing the same thing we're seeing. Hey, boys, nobody's really ripping it up. Let's go. Get something going.
I would agree that they're going to put the game in motion, and they have really from the start.
Headley with a stolen base. Kawasaki had a steal in the third. Seager was caught stealing in the first. 2 out now for Ichiro, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out. Second, and a strikeout looking. Former Met Robert Allen Dickey now 9, make that 10 and 1. 1 hitter, 12 strikeouts at Tampa Bay. Just over the glove of Alonso. Ichiro. He's got a double. As Venable gets it back in for Ichiro's 12th double. And for the Mariners' second hit of the inning, 5th of the ball game.
Well, Ichiro gets a changeup, and it's middle as he hits it hard down the right field corner. So with 2 outs, the Mariners have a runner in scoring position. The Mariners on the night 0 for 4 with men in scoring position. But Dustin Ackley will get an opportunity to drive in a run here with 2 outs.
Well, these 2 pitchers are going 1 run. They do the trick.
I think it's, as you said earlier, Dave, I think both managers feel that way too, and that's the reason why they're trying to make something happen.
Strike 1. Ackley tonight 0 for 2. Ground out the third, fly to center. Way inside, count it 1-1. Ball to Alonso. He'll take it himself and beat Ackley, and the Mariners turned away again. They get a couple of hits and leave Ichiro stranded at second. 6th inning, straight ahead, no score. at Brad and Bill out in the pen here at Safeco Field. As we get ready for Major League Baseball, here's a good chance for you to ask a question to the booth at RootSports_NW.
Looks like that area is filled up now. The fans were coming in earlier today, but good crowd out there right now.
And right below the news desk, and to your right, is where Saunders hit his home run last night. Venable will lead off. He was at the dish 2-0 count when Amarista was thrown out trying to steal. That ended the fifth. Will's 0 for 2.
Hector has had a good fastball tonight, and he's using it effectively. Been right around 75% fastballs. Has had a good changeup.
5 strikeouts tonight. Walked 2. Giving up 2 hits. A first inning 2-out single to Headley, and a 2-out single in the fifth to Amarista. Changed speeds on him and popped it up. Seager's got the play. So 1 down here in the 6th. Check out our Banner Bank Building to the Future. What do we got? Brad Miller, good-looking shortstop out of Clemson, 13-game hitting streak. Last 31 games getting it done. 367 for the season, 327, and a great OPS at 962.
That is really getting it done, so good for him. An A-ball, high desert. A chance to see him a little bit during spring training this year.
A couple nice plays off the end of the bat. Wells can't get it. There's a throw to second. Jasper's got a great arm. 2-base hit for Amarista, his 3rd double of the year. Check that Cabrera. Cabrera with the 8th double of the year.
Looks like it was a good pitch just off the plate away. Good running fastball. He hit it off the end of the bat, dumped it down the line. But a good pitch from Noesi.
1 out, 1 on brings up Chase Headley. Big swing and miss by the switch hitter. It's these Padres. And runs scored, hits, doubles, total bases, homers, RBIs, walks, and strikeouts. Hitter again, 0-2.
He's been good about it tonight. He's had a number of hitters in 0-2 counts, and as we were mentioning earlier, he's made some mistakes in those counts, but tonight he's really done a good job of pitching off the plate after he's worked ahead to get him to chase pitches.
One and two. Popped it up. Wells will get under it. 2 outs.
There's another good pitch from Noesi. It looked like the changeup again. The pitch has been effective because he's thrown it either right at the bottom of the strike zone or even below, where he's bouncing that pitch and getting the Padres to swing at it. But another good pitch from Noesi to get the weak pop up to left. There you go. See the pitch in the bottom falling out of it. Really having to reach for that pitch. You can say I blame him for doing this. I mean, you like the righty-righty matchups most of the time, but
yeah.
Quentin has been hot. just put him on and go after Kotsay. Kotsay's been swinging the bat well for the Padres. Came into the game hitting .277, so Hector's going to have to make some good pitches to him.
Guy's been around, knows what he's doing up there. Third walk issued by the West. Five strikeouts, 3 walks. And he's given up no runs on 3 hits. Kawasaki brings a smile to Wesley's face is coming in, talking about what they're going to do defensively. High energy guy, boy, he's something.
I heard what that conversation was like.
Kotsay 0 for 1 with a walk. Ball 1. Field for Wells. Casper puts it away. Nice job by Noesi. First and second. And that's as far as they'll go in the 6th. Seager, Montero, and Smoke. Mariners looking for some runs. Game 2, 3-game set, no score. And Root Sports is looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest. We're going state to state to find the most passionate in our region. This month, we want to hear from devoted fans in Oregon. So log on to rootsports.com and show us why you're the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fan. Seager, 4 bouncer to second baseman Amarista, 1 down. Jason Marquis tonight scattered 5 hits, struck out 3, walked 3, he's had 2 double plays behind him.
He's been effective and efficient. 76 pitches for him in the game. Fastball's been between 89 and 91. Good movement on it, using a 2-seam fastball. Seeing his changeup and a slider.
Montero with a base hit to center and a base hit to left tonight.
And Mariners with 3 hits. He has 2 of them.
Bounce off the chest of Cabrera. Throws out Montero for out number 2. Make sure you take your little leaguers out to see the big leaguers. This Sunday, we're going to celebrate all future Mariners as part of Youth Baseball Day. Mariners take on the Giants at 1:10. Tickets are $11, and all kids 14 and under. You're invited to participate in the pregame on-field parade. Plus, you're going to take home an Ichiro poster. Get your seat to the game. Go to Mariners.com. Quick 2 outs. Here in the 6th, here's Smoke. Drive to deep center field. Pretty good carry, but Maben is there. A step from the wall as Smokey just slams that helmet down. It's been a frustrating 2 nights. That's the 3rd ball in as many nights he's hit well and hit deep and got nothing to show for it.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
These fans celebrating a birthday here today. Why not record it? It'll be on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and everything before you know it. This was really tagged. Long drive. That ball's gone. Under Alonso. They rode that one out of here.
Well, the few times that Noesi started to hit her off with a first pitch breaking ball to 77 miles an hour. Middle on the plate.
Alonso with the home run, his second, RBI number 17, and this is a big wallop.
First pitch curveball, middle of the plate. Only his second home run of the year.
Padres lead 1-0. Home run 15th given up by Noesi. It's in the old triangle. It's trouble. Ackley, nice play. That's well done.
Now you can see the wind grab a hold of that too, and it was taking it towards the stands. But Ackley able to stay with it. Good running catch from Dustin. Take a look at our McDonald's Super Mo. Good play.
McCunley, the catcher, hit by a pitch, fly to the left. Popped it up in the first pitch. Smoke calling off Montero. So charge in that one. He was running pretty full out. 2 outs. Alexei Amarista, second baseman. He's fly to the left into the left field corner, run down by Wells, and got a base hit to center. Was thrown out trying to steal.
Left-hander Lucas Litke getting loose out in the bullpen. West is still in good shape with his pitch count, just 95 pitches for him. There's Lucas.
Right, strike 2-1. Straight back, 2-2. One nothing on the Alonso leadoff homer here in the 7th. 2-2. Sliced in the left, base hit.
Again, that was a good pitch from Noesi. Amarista, give him some credit for that base hit. He had to go down and dig out a changeup that was below the strike zone.
Make sure you spend less on your commute and more time relaxing with Sound Transit. Visit soundtransit.org for details, like the masks she's wearing. Top of the order, Will Venable. 0 for 3.
2 outs. I wouldn't be surprised to see Amarista try it again. He tried to go earlier. Montero able to throw him out back in the 5th inning when he tried to steal. 2 outs. That ended the inning, so I think he'll probably try it again.
Runner goes. Throw by Montero. Got him again. Ball tailed right back into the runner. Good strong throw by Montero. Second time he's gunned down Amarista. 1-0 on the home run by Alonso. Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination, encouraging you to imagine bigger when you play the lottery. Visit us on Facebook or tweet what you do to Twitter, hashtag #IfIWon. Who knows, you might even see your tweet appear on TV during an upcoming game. Temperatures in the high 50s. Glad you're with us here at Safeco Field. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew. 1-0 Padres on a Yonder Alonso home run in the top half of the 7th. Here's Michael Saunders to lead it off for the Mariners. Saunders, Jace Owen Wells.
And lately it seems like Michael's in the middle of all the rallies for the Mariners. He's been the hot hitter. See if he can find a way to get on base here. Michael lined out to left field and walked his last time up. Mariners now with 9 outs to try to find a way to get a couple of runs in this game.
One and two. Justin Smoke into the 6th, deep fly to deep right center field. See his frustration slamming his helmet down. All 2 strikes to Michael.
Just 84 pitches for Marquis. Nobody throwing in the Padres bullpen.
One, 2 for Marquis. Strike 3 called. No objection from Saunders. 4th strikeout for Marquis. 1 out here in the 7th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. John Jaso is the hitter. John is twice flied out to right. So one mistake really has cost Noesi tonight. The first pitch, off-speed pitch to Alonso, and he hit it way out of here for a home run as Lucas Litke continues to warm up.
Well, Hector I think he's pitched great tonight, giving up just that 1 run on the solo homer through 7 innings. I like the way he went about his business tonight. You know, he's just hoping somebody gets him a couple of runs.
He's earned it.
Yeah, I agree. Really has pitched well.
5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 intention. Comes the 0-2 to Jaso. .33-year-old veteran Jason Marquis, his 8th team at 13 seasons. 2-2 count. Two. Counts run full to Jaso with Casper Wells on deck. Walk deal. Tying run aboard. 4th walk. Issued by Marquis. Wells got a leadoff single in the 5th. Then was erased in a 4-6-3 double play Kawasaki. They played hit and run. Went right to the second baseman. And they were able to turn 2.
See the Padres getting some action out in their pen. 90 pitches now for Marquis.
Down low to Wells.
He has refused to give in to any of the hitters on the Mariners side tonight, even on that last pitch to Jaso. 3-2 count. He throws him a changeup with nobody on base.
Joe Thatcher warming up. Thatcher pitched last night, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Gave up that monster home run by Saunders. Wells has got a 1-0 count. Juno. Swing and a miss as Wells got caught in between.
That looked like on a 2-0 count. He was cheating, trying to catch a fastball out in front of the plate. Marquis throws him a slider that was down and away.
Similar to the pitch he struck out on, leading off the third. That'll get it done. Base hit. First and second as Jaso will hold. Two-hit night for Wells.
Gets a pitch in the middle of the plate. It's an off-speed pitch, inside-out swing. It's a line drive into right field. Give the Mariners a chance now with a runner in scoring position.
Giants' Matt Cain, perfect through 6 against the Astros.
They'll bring up Kawasaki with Ichiro waiting on deck. Kawasaki 1 for 2 in the game. Had a base hit back in the third. Rounded into a double play in the fifth.
So Darren Balsley, the pitching coach, he's back to the dugout. Munenori Kawasaki's got an opportunity to get the Mariners on the board here. Jaso's not a fast runner. Wells is above average. Kawasaki, single, stolen base, and hit into a double play. Nice play by the catcher, Nick Humble. From Jason Marquis. Checked his swing, but not. It was in there for called strike. 1-1. Bud Black's team nursing a 1-0 lead. Yonder Alonso, breaking ball, first pitch of the 7th. And deep into the right center field seats. A 1-0 lead. Well, 2 strikes.
The Padres defense is they have him swung around towards the left side. I think they're going to continue to pitch Kawasaki away, make him hit it the other way.
1-2 pitch to Kawasaki. Put it in play. Amarista has one play in front of him. First dropped. Safe. Bases loaded.
What a huge break for the Mariners. He just clanked it. Amarista makes a good play to get over in the hole and gobble up the ground ball. And Alonso, the first baseman, who's actually the difference in this game with his solo home run, just drops it at first. Take another look at it. Amarista showing some range, gets over in good shape. Throw right to the first baseman, Alonso, and he just dropped it. A break for the Mariners. And it looks like that will be it for Marquis. Buddy Black comes out of that dugout. He's going to go get his left-hander.
Well, the opportunity has presented itself. Can the Mariners cash in? Bases loaded, 1 out when we come back. tonight. He leaves with a 1-0 lead, but the bases are loaded for the Mariners with 1 out. 6 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks, 98 pitches. New pitcher's Joe Thatcher.
Joe Thatcher, side armor, left-handed pitcher, so you have a couple of lefties for the Mariners. Ichiro and Ackley coming up. Throw a fastball, 90 miles an hour, and mix in a slider. As you take a look at his numbers overall on the year, 3.31 ERA and 16 1/3. He's punched out 18 batters. He's also walked 7.
Opportunity here for the Mariners. Jaso, Wells, and Kawasaki all aboard. Ready to ride. First pitch to Ichiro. In there for a called strike 1.
As you would expect, the Padres play in the middle of their infield back. They're going to try to turn double play. The corners are up.
Ichiro, less than 2 out, bases loaded, 1 for 3. Behind 0-2. Marquis.
He pitched well.
Yes, he did.
He pitched on the edges of the plate all night long. Changed speeds against the Mariners. Hector Noesi just hoping for a big base hit right here.
He could really use one. Good runner in Wells at second. Goes soft. They'll come home. There's 1. That's all they'll get. Jaso's eliminated.
No chance for a double play. You can see how high the ball bounded as Ichiro pounded it into the ground out in front of home plate. They will get the lead runner. They're going to need a clutch base hit now from Ackley with 2 outs. Liston on the night, 0 for 3.
Breaking ball for strike.
A lot of success with the bases loaded this year. 8 for 10 on the year with 14 RBIs. This season, 4 for 5. He's really swung the bat well with the bases loaded.
Could use it here. Another bender misses. 1-1. 0 for 3 night for Ackley. High ball left field. Katse towards the line. Got room. Runs out of room.
Ball really sliced a lot on Kadse. He knows the wall is coming up as you take a look at the McDonald's Supermo. That's a veteran. Yeah, great effort getting up over the wall.
Ackley with a 1-2 count. Bases loaded. Mariners down a run. One, 2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And what Hundley has struggled this year with the bat, but he's done a great job of keeping the ball in front of him in this game tonight. Been a number of pitches thrown in the dirt with Mariners on base, and haven't seen one go to the backstop yet.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike 3 called. Mariners get no runs on a hit and error and leave them loaded. 8th inning coming up, 1-0 Padres.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, you can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. By Ford, we are local. And by Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort. Guys, no SC not in line for the victory, but a lot to like when you look at what he's done tonight.
He threw a fine ball game tonight, Angie, for sure. 7 innings, Mike, and he stayed out of that 0-2 trouble that he had been in for a while.
Yeah, and he had a lot of 0-2 counts tonight, but didn't make any mistakes in those situations. I thought he was great, aggressive with his fastball overall, and was able to get to his changeup and get a lot of easy outs with that pitch. You take a look at Lucas Lidke taking over now. The left-hander will pitch here in the 8th inning for the Mariners.
Top of the order that he's facing: Will Venable, Everth Cabrera, and Chase Headley. Venable tonight, 0 for 3.
The numbers for Lucas, he has been really good this year.
Two-one. Oof. Off the fist. As we play here in the 8th, for Lidke to post another 0 here, the only run. Under Alonso led off the 7th, a home run. Two pitch. Chopped down the first baseline. Smoke. Did he get him? Yes, he did. Nice play. One out here in the 8th. Ask Mike question. We got one here from Darcy. Who's your favorite ball player of all time? You want to go first?
Sure. I was a big Red Machine fan growing up as a kid, so I'm going to go with Johnny Bench. I think Johnny Bench was my favorite.
Mine, number 24 for the New York and San Francisco Giants, Willie Mays. And the Mets, that's right.
And the
Mets. I try to delete that memory for the last couple years with the Mets, but his career was just unbelievable, and it was always a fun trip going down and watch the Giants when they'd come into town. And all of a sudden, then in the All-Star break, I remember for years, in the All-Star game, Willie Mays used to lead off. And more often than not, we get his 4 ABs off the end of the bat. Goes to Acme. 2-0. Mr. Mays, my favorite. Make sure you follow the Mariners. The MLB.com at Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. You get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. So text it BAT 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. Quick 2 outs by Lidke. Here's Chase Headley. Ball 1. Headley tonight. Base hit to right and first, stole a base. And hit a soft liner to Smoke and flied out to left to Casper Wells. Two-0 count. Backhanded, nice and casual, easy throw on the money by Kyle Seager. 1-2-3 inning. Thrown by Lucas Lidke. It'll be Seager, Montero, and Smoke in the home 8th, down 1-0.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff. Your bank should be too. Visit our new website at banktosterling.com. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network, AT&T Rethink Possible. Guys.
All right, Angie, thank you. Mariners down a run, bottom of the 8th inning. Kyle Seager leads it off against Joe Thatcher. Ball one, Matt Cain, 6 2/3, perfect. Giants against Houston, leading 10-0. And Cain has 12 strikeouts. Oh, that's a lovely play. Cabrera with a dive to make that play. Nicely done.
It looked like he had it on the end of his glove, and I thought maybe when he hit the ground it would pop out. But he was able to hang on to it and rob a base hit from Kyle Seager. Take another look at it. You'll be able to see the white on the end of his glove, and he hits the ground and keeps it in his glove. Look at that.
Well done.
That's a bad break for the Mariners and Kyle Seager. Take a look at it.
That was legit all the way.
Yeah, it's a good catch.
So a hard line drive. Cabrera robs Seager pitching change. 1-0 San Diego. One 1-0 San Diego. Second game of this 3-game set earlier today. Some roster moves. Erasmo Ramirez recalled from Tacoma. Blake Bevan sent back to Tacoma. And that means that tomorrow, Mr. Ramirez will face Edinson Volquez in the finale of this series. They sent Ramirez down, started a lot of ball games, stretched him out. He's ready to go. Leaning up against the cooler, hoping that Mariners can strike for a couple of runs here. They've got one out. New pitcher, tough right-hander, Luke Gregerson.
Gregerson, good sinker. Mix in a slider and a changeup. Try to keep the ball on the ground if he can. Take a look at his numbers overall. ERA just under 4. 29th appearance of the year.
Line drive into right field. Base hit by Montero. Jesus with the 3-hit night.
We get a pinch runner for Montero.
Figgins.
Yeah, Figgins comes out of the dugout to run for him. But 3 base hits for Montero in tonight's game. That ball hard. Hit the ball hard all night. So yeah, Figgins run for him, and then Olivo will come in and catch.
Figgy's been warming up for this possibility. Now Smoke, walk, strikeout, and a deep fly to right center. That was caught. 14 through 7 with his perfect game. Giants leading at home against Houston 10-0. Giants come to town. They'll be here over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. To Smoke. Smoke 0 for 2 career against Gregerson.
Padres outfield playing straight away and deep.
Got a 1-0 count here to Smoke. Foul.
There, the left-hander getting loose out of the Padres pen.
One to Smoke. One in between. Strike 2.
Saunders and Jaso waiting to hit after Smoke. Probably the last hitter for Gregerson. Left-hander in. Face those two. There's Michael.
One and 2 to Smoke with 1 out. 101st Figgins. Two and 2. Couple of base hits. 1-0 Padres on the Alonso home run leading off the 7th. 2 and 2 to Smoke. Runner goes. Swung on it. Hit foul.
Looked like Justin had a slider that was down and in on him. It was a strike. But a good spot for him to hit the ball hard. Unfortunate that he pulled it foul. Take a look at it. Hits it hard. Ricochet. But a good catch. Full extension.
Stretch. Well worth it. Smoke had to go back and get a new piece of equipment. See if this bat can be a little luckier for him. Two count with Figgins at first. Two, Figgins, pretty good lead. He runs. Man, ball's fouled off of foot. Smoke.
Figgins looked like he had a good jump that time. I think he'd have been able to steal it if it would have been a ball.
Run on 5 hits for San Diego and an error. No runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Mariners. They've left 8 men on. San Diego stranded 5. Two and 2. Gregerson keeping an eye on Figgins. back.
Well, you can see he's moved it around on Justin. That last pitch, the first one that he's had up in the zone, and it was up and away from him, a pitch that Justin can drive. Had a good swing at it, just fouled it off.
Two balls, two strikes. We'll do it again. Figgins runs. Hit to center field. Maben is under it. Figgins hit the play in front of him. He gets back. There are 2 outs here in the 8th. It's a Giant weekend highlighted by a Giant giveaway. Friday, Felix Hernandez bobblehead night. Mariners take on the Giants. They'll kick off a 3-game series, and the first 20,000 fans get the 7-inch collectible of the Mariners ace. They'll be wearing the yellow Kings Court t-shirt. Get your Felix bobblehead night tickets at mariners.com.
I thought they'd go to the left-hander, but Bonnie Black, he's been looking at the numbers and what Michael Saunders has done against left-handed pitching this year. We talked about the home run he hit off of Thatcher last night to dead center field. He's going to leave the righty in there to face him.
Saunders a 300 hitter against lefties, 273 against right-handers. 3 homers, 13 RBI. Time call. A 1-0 ball game. Texas won their game 1-0 against Arizona. St. Louis a 1-0 winner at home against the White Sox. One-0 pitch here to Saunders. One low, 2-0. Two-0 to Saunders. It's a strike.
They threw him a slider off the outside corner. We saw Figgins try to run 3 or 4 times when Smoke was hitting. With a couple outs. Let him go again, see if he can get down to second.
2-1 pitch. Not much of a lead by Figgins. Now he expands it. He holds. And a base hit. Right field. Figgins digging. He'll get to third. Get there standing up. Michael Saunders continues his hot hitting. Clutch base hit here in the 8th. Mariners with 2 outs, runners at the corners.
He has been something. Again, one of the hotter hitters in the league. Pitch in the middle of the plate, hits it hard into right field. Now they'll bring out the pitching coach to have a conversation with Gregerson. John Jaso coming to the plate. And a nice line drive into right. Figgins, good speed, is able to get around to third.
So the Mariners have the tying run at third. Go ahead run at first. John Jaso, a couple of flies to right and a walk.
Well, he's come up clutch a number of times this year. You can see what he's done in the 7th inning or later this year. It's a great average when you consider all the different relievers that he's had to face. A lot of them closers, hitting at 324.
There's pitch. In there for a strike.
Mariners need a big base hit from somebody. 0 for 8 with men in scoring position tonight. They've had some opportunities. Probably their best one was with
the break they got when Alonso, the first baseman, dropped the ball at first, load the bases up with 1 out.
Couldn't score.
Couldn't score.
Matt Cain in the 8th. 2 outs. Perfect game. Up 10-0. Giants over Houston. So behind 0-2. Pitch to Jaso. Nothing doing. Both runners get back.
Tom Wilhelmsen, he looks like he's ready to go in the bullpen.
0-2 here to Jaso, trying to pick up a run or more. Inside. And that goes to Jerry Mills, 1-2. Matt Cain will take a perfect game to the 9th. 1-2 here to Jaso. Saunders runs, swing and a miss. Jaso's gone, innings over. The Mariners leave 2 more. Been that kind of a night. They trail 1-0. Padres lead 1-0. Yonder Alonso led off the 7th with a home run. That's the only tally this evening. New catcher Miguel Olivo takes over for the Mariners. And this call to the bullpen brought to you by Nissan. And it brings us Brandon League.
Brandon's numbers on the year: 19 strikeouts in the 28 innings that he has pitched. Opponent's average 280 for Brandon. His fastball will be between 95 and 97 miles an hour. Split and a slider.
Carlos Quentin, his first hitter. Ball 1. Quentin tonight, strikeout looking, walk, and 1 intentional walk. 2-0 the count. Inside miss, 3-0.
As hot as he's been, you have to believe he has the green light to swing if he wants to. Kopse waiting on deck.
Four pitches in around his hands. Quentin's aboard. We'll bring in Marcotte. Fly to left and walked. Twice fly to left. A pinch runner. Logan Forsythe. We're going to run for Quentin. Quentin DH. Forsythe, he started last night's game, went 0 for 5, playing at second base. Off of League's hip. Everybody's going to be safe. Forsythe going to dig for third, and he's going to get there.
Solid base hit. Hits it back up the middle off the hit of Brandon Lee. You can see Kawasaki. He was heading towards the middle. Had to reverse, wasn't able to get back to it in time. And after the ball ends up in the outfield, Forsythe able to move all the way around to third.
Chris DeNorfia is going to pinch run for Katze.
That'll bring up Alonso. Alonso, the difference in the game, a solo home run back in the 7th inning. Total scoring from either side.
Runners at the corners. Runner goes. DeNorfia, no throw, and DeNorfia, he's in with a stolen base. It's his third.
Take a look at the home run. The first pitch breaking ball. He hits it into the seats in right field. Now they'll put him on.
Didn't take long in a pickle. Leadoff walk.
Gonna bring up Cameron Maben. Maben on the night 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts.
So a walk, infield hit, intentional walk, and League's in trouble.
He has to deal with a lot of speed on the bases. Forsythe and DeNorfia, both of them in scoring position and can fly, and so can Maben at home plate.
What a situation. Nobody out. A 1-0 San Diego lead. Bases loaded. Strike one. Maben tonight struck out looking, swinging, and fouled out to Ackley, who made a heck of a play. First base sack. Foul.
Steve Delabar called up today. He was in the Mariners pen.
Oh, 2 count to Maben. Right, 3 call. That's huge. 1 out.
Well, he needed a strikeout, and he was able to get it pitched inside. It looked like a split from the inside corner.
Bring up Nick Hundley. Hundley has struggled this year, hitting just 172.
Hit by a pitch tonight, fly to left, fouled out the Smoke. one. They get the other one. Yes, they do. That's beautifully done by the Mariners. That was a bad-looking situation. Loaded up, no outs, and they get out of it. Bottom of the ninth, chance to win it here, trailing 1-0. Wells, Kawasaki, and Ichiro coming up. Well, the Mariners just pulled off one of their finer double plays, and timely with the bases loaded. Seager to Olivo. Down to Smoke. 5-2-3 DP. Get out of it. Bases loaded situation.
As you mentioned, he was in a lot of trouble, Brandon Leake, but he came up with some big pitches, gets the strikeout, and then the double play to get out of the inning. So the Mariners still down just 1 run. We'll have to do it against the Padres closer. Houston Street will take over for the Padres. Great ERA for him, a 1.46 ERA, 6 saves and 6 opportunities. 15 strikeouts for him on the year.
Matt Cain's got 2 outs. 9th inning, and out away from a perfect game. Giants lead the Astros 10-0. Houston Street pitched last night. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, gave up a run, and struck out 1.
Well, Casper Wells, a chance to do something here for the Mariners in the 9th inning. Casper just called up, 2 for 3 on the night. So you'll have Wells, Kawasaki, and then back to the top of the lineup with Ichiro hitting 3rd.
Cade 1 out away from a perfect game as Houston Street delivers. Pitch outside for ball 1.
For Street, a little bit different than most closers. He is not overpowering. His fastball will be 90 to 92 miles an hour. We'll use a slider.
Right to the 3rd baseman. Headley 1 out.
Good pitch to hit for Casper, and he hits it right on the button. Unfortunately, the 3rd baseman playing close to the line. Hits it right at him.
Kawasaki tried to bunt his way on. Fouls it off. 2010, Dallas Brayton and Roy Halladay threw perfect games within 20 days of each other. 1880, there were 2 perfect games. Lee Richmond and John Montgomery Ward back in 1880 within 5 days of each other. Now you got Humber, and told that Matt Cain has completed his perfect game. Andrew will have highlights a little bit later. Philip Humber back on the 21st of April. Perfecto here against the Mariners. 0-2 to Kawasaki. Perfect game by Kane. It was a final ground ball to third. Third baseman did almost a double clutch, but was able to throw across to get the out. Kawasaki does not go. 2-2. Kane throws the perfect game tonight. Means we will not see him over the weekend.
I'm good with that. He's a pretty good pitcher.
He has been outstanding.
He has been.
Just outstanding. 2-2 here to Kawasaki. Rarest of the rare. Let's see, combined no-hitter. Mariners, Dodgers, unassisted triple play. Eric Bruntlett, Phillies. 4 homers in a game. Josh Hamilton, perfect game. They got Kane tonight. They got Umber back in April 21. 2-2 to Kawasaki. Held on by Hundley. 2 down.
Look at this last pitch, just run it off the outside corner. He gets a piece of it, but only able to hang on to it.
Mariners down to their last out.
Here's Ichiro. 2 out. Bottom of the 9th. Straight pumps in, strike. Last night, his 6th 5-4 Padres win.
And like most closers, he's going to pitch off the outside edge of the plate.
1-2. Mariners down to their last strike. Under Alonso's home run, the difference tonight. 1-2 to Ichiro down in the dirt.
Carlos Quinn had a quiet night. Did a 0-for-1, walked 3 times.
For good reason.
Yes.
He's been really good of late. 2-2 to Ichiro. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch. Popped it up. Long run, third baseman will not get it. Chase Headley.
Ichiro's seen 5 pitches, all of them away.
One for 4 night for Ichiro. Double down the right field line in the 5th. 2-2 from Street. Bounces it to the second baseman, Amarista, and that's going to do it. Mariners have lost 4 in a row. San Diego takes the series, the first 2 games. 1-0 victory for San Diego. The third 1-0 win tonight in the major league scene. Texas 1-0 over Arizona, and St. Louis 1-0 over the White Sox.
And really a shame for the Mariners. DeWessy threw the ball extremely well tonight, going 7 innings, giving up just the 1 earned run on a solo home run. That was all the scoring in this one, and the Mariners on the flip side offensively had some opportunities, the biggest one coming in the 7th inning when they caught a break and Alonso dropped the ball at first to load up the bases with just 1 out. Unfortunately, the Mariners not able to come up with a base hit to score a run.
4 losses in a row. With one more game with San Diego tomorrow, then the Giants, the pitching-rich Giants, coming to town.